Hi, this is Michael Pariente. I am in the conference room here at the Pariente Law Firm PC at Howard Hughes Center. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the Dzhokhar Tsarnaev Guilty verdict. Yesterday he was convicted on all 30 counts by a federal jury in Boston for his role in the Boston Marathon bombing in 2013. Now the question is, what happens here? Now that he's been convicted, he is still detained. In fact, he's been detained in jail. He's been in custody in jail since the beginning of 2013 when he was arrested. So at this point, he comes back to the jury for sentencing. It's the same jury that heard the initial case, and there are 12 jurors. What happens at this point is the prosecution is going to present aggravating factors to argue to the jury that he should receive the death penalty, and the defense will present what are called mitigating factors. Mitigating factors to try to convince just one juror that he should be spared the death penalty. If the defense convinces just one juror that they should sentence him to life without the possibility of parole, then what will happen is he will receive life without the possibility of parole, even if the other 11 jurors voted for death. At the federal level, what happens is when you are sentenced on a federal crime, you are sentenced by a judge. You're never sentenced by a jury. A jury does not impose punishment. However, this is in a capital case like this, it is the jury that determines your two options. And those are your only two options. A jury can't say we want to give him 50 years or we want to give him probation. The jury must make the decision of whether to give Mr. Tsarnaev life without the possibility of parole or to give him a sentence of death. Now, the next step after that is for an appeal. He will likely file an appeal there's various ways he can do that. There's a statute, 28 U.S.C. 2255, that's what's called ineffective assistance of counsel. He would need to argue successfully that his trial court counsel made not just an error, but secondly, that the error that was made by his lawyers prejudiced his trial and did not result in him having a fair trial. In other words, that the error that they made was of such a magnitude that it would, that if they did make that mistake, the outcome would have been different, that he would have been found not guilty. Now, the reality is that's a really hard argument to make. In a case like this, where you have 260 people who were injured, even though the defense decided not to cross-examine any of the bombing victims, that was something that would be viewed as a tactic, a trial tactic, and it's likely that would not be enough to rise to the level of ineffective assistance of counsel warranting a new trial. But in any event, I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and tell you about the legal procedure from here on out now that he's been found guilty. And in the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing a couple more broadcasts just to let you know what else is going to happen and also give you my analysis as an attorney. I look forward to having this conversation again with you very soon. Thank you.